Good afternoon and happy Thursday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. It is like, I think 95 degrees out today. I'm honestly wondering what the real feel feels like, guys. We did spend a little bit of time outside. It's currently 93. The real feel is, nope, that's the air quality index. The real feel is 97. Okay, so maybe a little earlier today it was probably, real feel probably felt like 100 degrees out. It's not super humid, which is actually nice. It just feels very like dry heat, which is honestly what I like. So it's a little bit nicer than like having that horrible like 90 degree and it's humid, and so it just feels so sticky out. It's actually a little bit nicer than that. So it doesn't make it feel like so totally worse. I think I've mentioned this before. I could totally think I could live in like California or like somewhere in the desert where it's like dry heat. Could not live in like Florida or somewhere in the south where it's that humidity, because that is like legit what gets to me like every time. It's just that humidity. Or in like Hawaii or something like that. Like, sorry guys, I just had to check out at that point. Like, I mean, it's hot outside today and I was like kind of sweaty, but honestly I was sweating from just sitting there like watching Jack and the little boy we were babysitting for today play, and like they were doing water gun kind of stuff, and they had the little kiddie pool and like we're playing in it and stuff like that. And but I was like, honestly I'm sweating just like sitting here, and I was in the shade too, so it was not very good. But I did want to actually start the vlog earlier for today, guys, because I've been like, oh, I can vlog about that today, or I can, the sun is really bad right now, I can vlog about this, or I can vlog about that, but then I don't show you guys until like the end of the day when like it's dark out and stuff like that. But I did want to show you guys when I actually cleaned the kitchen today, which took me a little bit longer than an hour today, only because I did end up doing something else, which I'll show you guys in a second. A cool organization thing, and then also too because I was actually trying to scrub the what's it called, the cabinets a little bit, because the cabinets are like really bad, like the bottom ones, because like stuff drips and spills and stuff like that, and like they get wiped down, but like there's like gross like stuff that like is like in the crevices. So I was trying to scrub some of that today. I might try and work on it a little bit more often over like, you know, whenever I'm cleaning the kitchen, because my arms were like killing me today from just trying to scrub it. I did want to show you guys though what I took care of during like I said, while I was cleaning, or like had finished cleaning. But we got these at Menards. It was, I think, a 12 pack of the quart sized what's it called, mason jars, and they were $10 I think, or something like that, $10 or $11 for like a 12 packs, which is like less than $1 per jar. They actually fit perfectly on this top shelf, guys. It condenses so much space, because I still have 3 jars actually in the back that aren't being used right now, but these have got like all of our nuts and things like that, and it was just like weird bulky packaging, and some of it was like packaging that like didn't like fit or stack on top of it, you know, each other and stuff like that. Like I was just using whatever they had from the packages from the store. Some were in just like regular like bags, and because I buy this stuff when I buy it in bulk, like raisins, pistachios, cashews, I think there's like peanuts, sunflower seeds. Those aren't necessarily always bought in bulk, the peanuts, but there's banana chips I think further back there too. But this entire shelf was like busting like with stuff that was almost coming and falling off the edge. And now you guys can see like I still have room for like multiple more jars, also too because I can technically I guess push these back more, and I can actually fit like 4 rows in here. I only had kind of 3, and could probably fit at least like another, I think this goes 4 back, so maybe like 8 or so more jars could fit here, which is pretty cool. So we can have like a lot more of these things like stored on the shelf. And then what I want to get is the gallon sized or I'm sorry, half gallon sized ball canning jars as well. They're, I think, like maybe an 8-pack or a 10-pack or something like that, also for $10 or something like that. And I want to put like our rice and other like, you know, the oats and stuff like that, stuff that will hopefully fit in there, into those ones. And even if I have to use 2, I'll use 2, but they should take up this shelf. And then I've got other kinds of like grains and things like that that are further in the back, and you guys can see This shelf is also a hot mess as well, and it needs to be organized and like taken care of. And I love how well these, like I said, fit in this space, and then they just look like clean and they don't look like an eyesore, and you don't have like 8 different types of like Tupperware and food storage containers and stuff like that all like randomly on a shelf. Like this looks ugly and disorganized and a mess. This looks nice and organized and pretty, and like it looks like it's supposed to be shown off. Like I actually want to eat more of these things too because they just look so presentable. Like I don't know if that's like, you know, a good thing. I guess it is a good thing that they're, you know, they look more presentable and I want to eat them, but you know, like that looks better than this, and I think it's easier to find things. I was also thinking about getting like little white like what's it called, those little like stickers, the chalkboard stickers or something like that, to put on there so we can still take them off if we don't want them on, and then just write on there like pistachios, because like we have raisins, which you guys can see, but then we've also got like those are regular raisins. These are golden raisins, but then there's also cranberries back there. The cranberries and raisins sometimes, if you are not very skilled in knowing what you're looking for, might look kind of similar. I'd hate to have somebody put like, you know, raisins or cranberries in a recipe that's supposed to have one of the other. So that's why I like for that to again have it so that they are labeled so you know what you're looking for. And then also, like I said, we'll probably get those next set maybe next week, but I really like how it looks. So that's what I did today, and then I'll show you guys what my dad is actually doing in the laundry room right now. There's Dad in the laundry room. We got these, our shelves finally hung up. So we're putting like probably the bigger bags, because we normally buy like, again, in bulk of like the regular potatoes. And then we have 2 smaller bins, as you guys can see here, that are gonna go right here. And they're gonna be for like the onions, and then also too when I get yellow potatoes or like red potatoes and stuff like that. And I think I might keep garlic in that other one too, or maybe if it doesn't fit or something like that, we might move them or change them around or whatever. But right now we're kind of low on potatoes, I guess, so we can always get some more, or we can even fit like some other stuff in there. Like if I wanted to put the red potatoes in here as well, I can, along with, you know, what's it called, you know, putting a different kind in a different spot. And then we got the dogs stuff, which it used to be where we're hanging these now, over here, moved. So we've got, there is a little short, but there are leashes and collars and backup collars and harnesses and stuff like that, right, Charles? I'm talking about your stuff. That's all in here, along with like their dog shampoo. These are for their bark collars. They have the charging cord and stuff like that in there, along with I think the directions. But just other, like, again, the little things and stuff like that for the dogs. And then what we're going to do eventually is there is like a little shelving unit. I know I organized it, and I did show you guys in like a really old vlog, maybe from like 3 years ago or something like that. Maybe that was the last time it was organized, because it just honestly looks like disorganized chaos right now. But it is one of the hardest things to keep organized. I said the same thing about the closet, and ever since I used those totes, it has still stayed organized. Like it's been probably close to a year later and they're still organized. And so I'm thinking I'm gonna go the tote route again and putting things in there that fit for like, you know, like I said, the stuff we use. So we have like extra, like we have honestly I don't think we need them anymore, but like dog pee pads and stuff like that from when the puppies were little. And then we also have got what's it called, like those little bags that you can use when you go and like take the dog for a walk and stuff like that, for all of their business. And just like too, we have like extra leashes and stuff like that as well, because we have 3 dogs. We need 3 leashes, but hanging 3 leashes up there sometimes doesn't always work out well. So again, we might wind up, like, I'm gonna figure out a way to organize that and put the stuff in the shelf there. So that's what's been going on for today, guys. That's what I got done so far, but I thought I'd update you guys. Well, it's still sunny out right now. I didn't do any work outside because, like I said, it's 95 degrees out and I don't want to be outside today. So as you guys saw, we did get some of our projects done. I'll show you guys actually the finished laundry room real quick, but since it was so hot outside, that's why we ended up, like I said, doing our like inside projects and stuff like that for today. Tomorrow I think it's only supposed to be like a high of 80 and then 85 on Friday. Friday I think is when I'm gonna try and get back outside to do some more like yard work and gardening and things like that. And on, what was I gonna say? tomorrow I have the living room to clean. I might try and get to some things outside, but honestly guys, I'm tired. I want to sleep tomorrow, so I can sleep in. But these are the finished product as far as the baskets go. So I honestly guys, I like them. They're blue and they look a little bit more modern, but if they were a little bit more like, I don't know, rusticy, I feel like that looks kind of like farmhouse like. I kind of like the look. And then we also too, this was actually further over there. My dad moved it, the dustpan and dust broom. So yeah, but it gets it off of our little, like I said, the counter thing and everything like that. But I honestly love having it. Like I said guys, honestly I ended up going through a bag that was like an 8-pound bag maybe or something like that, and I think I had to throw maybe almost half of the potatoes out because they were not good anymore. So this was like a half of an 8-pound bag. So this is probably like 4 pounds, which is about how much this was. So sometimes I can get like a 10-pound bag at a time, which would take over this whole space. So although this looks kind of bare and it looks kind of like stupid why we have these kind of potatoes in this one, normally like I said, when we do buy them, they're in bulk and it's more. But I love this little, like I said, the look to it. It just looks so cute. And like we'll get, like I said, sometimes red potatoes, and we obviously normally have normal onions, but those were also bad, so I threw those away and saved these red onions. We still had some left. So yeah guys, that is the finished look at that. I showed you guys my little, what's it called, my canning jar little thing that I did. And I don't know, maybe I said earlier too, I want to get like the bigger size ones, but the other thing too is that I want to get them because I want to test out to see how well pasta will fit in them, like if it'll do well, which I use the largemouth jars, which work really well. I want to try and do pasta, and I'll maybe go into that in another vlog over a different time, over like when we're doing when we pick them up maybe next week, and let you guys know a little bit more about that. But that is one of the other things that I want, and I also want to, like I said, test it out to see how well pasta fits in there, so I might try that. And then again, I'm planning on using it for those things anyway, so if not, and if it does work, we can always use it for pasta. So I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.